Win the next rated award, the next rated Hades award, or go viral on TikTok?
Go viral on TikTok.
Why?
Musicbiztalks with GVEEH.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to another bold and unfiltered episode of the Musicbiztalks with GVEEH. And you already know I go by the name GVEEH, aka Victor Gekbe. And on this episode of the Musicbiztalks podcast, I have a female artist. That's my guest for today. And ladies and gentlemen, she's a musical artist that her sound, let me not speak about it. Don't worry. Ladies and gentlemen, her sound, all I can define it as, it's always going to put you in a roller coaster mood. And that's actually her name, ladies and gentlemen. She goes by the name Rollacoster.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Rollacoster.
Thank you
It's been a while.
me.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. She has a new song coming out and it's called Baddy Girl.
Yeah, Baddy Girl.
Baddy Girl.
Yes.
I can see the whole body look thing. All right, so what's up? How's your journey been so far in the music industry as a female in the music industry?
Take a deep breath first. It's been rough, but you know, it's about the journey and it's so promising, and you know, it's been building up my character and a lot of things along the way. I'm actually loving every bit of it, the pain, the tears, the joy and everything, embracing it all.
Who do you think has it easier in the music industry, a male artist with no label or a female artist with a rich boyfriend?
What? I don't think anything comes, I mean, some people get some things, I mean, easier than other, but nothing ever comes easy. Like there's going to be some sort of work or a struggle behind everything. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think anybody has it easy.
Nobody has it easy.
Yeah, even with your rich boyfriend, it's going to still get crazy because at some point, if you start acting crazy now, so you have to like be able to like pull your own weight, you know?
Yeah.
So, just be...
Are you signed, unsigned? Are you signed to a
I'm
record label or you're
independent too. I'm independent right now, and I'm seriously looking for good management because music is not something you can do alone. Teamwork make a dream work.
So how do you fund your music?
Well, I have because I'm a hustler, you know, a full-time hustler. So I have a catering business, and I have a dance community where we teach dance, Giddy Girls, Food O'Clock. So I get funds from that, and you know, God is just blessing me with people. So once I get money from that, I put that into the music, at least put in some work to like get to that point where the universe just give me everything I want.
So if you got signed, or when you get signed, hopefully, I pray for that because that's what you pray for as well, right?
Not as 360.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, a good deal.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
yes,
a good
okay,
deal.
that's what I'm praying
Yeah, so
for.
whether it's a management deal or a record deal, yeah. So if you get signed and your team says you have two options for a PR strategy,
Okay.
you choose one. You either call out the president or you lick your noodles.
I'll call out the president.
Do you think that will go as far as licking your noodles?
Yeah, because it depends on what I'm calling the president out for, though. But I'm not leaking.
So if you were to call out the president, what would you call out the president for?
I'm not really big on politics, but one thing that I advocate for, that I'm progressive about, is equality, social justice, free health care, and all that. Because it would be so sad to see people dying because they don't have access to like a good healthcare system. It's so sad. Because why would you rush a child to a clinic and the light goes off and the oxygen went off and the child has to die, and everybody like acted like it's nothing? So that's so sad to experience. So that's one thing I would advocate for. Then education after.
So you will not go for the licking out your noodles, even if that will give you so much visibility?
No, why would I want to do that to myself?
So that means if you went to a savage situation, how would you handle it?
I'm still gonna... It's hard to handle because, you know, self-worth and everything. It's a lot of pressure, people judging you and all. But no matter what you face in life, just don't let yourself be defeated. Just get through it, push through, and be happy. Be happy because we are all humans. We're not perfect. So because I'm not perfect, I won't let you judge my imperfections. You're not perfect too. So if you call me out, I call you out.
So you go bands for bands.
Yeah, you could go M for M's.
Okay.
Like that.
All right. Why do you think we're not seeing so much of like female collaborations in the music industry?
It's
Or
so
like
hard.
the male?
It's so hard to work with females. It's so hard.
What's hard about working with females as a female?
I don't know.
music
You know
artist?
how women are.
I don't know. I'm not a woman. Like, you can tell me.
I don't know. I don't know why, because I started going after music professionally 2022, and since then I've been working with male. I just got one female collaboration, and I put a lot of work into that one to get that one. But every female I reached out to that I wanted to work with, it's just something prideful about it. And I feel like if we women can like lower the pride a bit and let us like, because men, they be supporting each other so much. So we ladies need to show that. So we need to come together. It's no competition. We can all shine together, you know. We can fix each other's crown, work together, and show this male that we can, you know, we can do it.
Would you say that the male-dominated structure of the music industry is gatekeeping, and that's why it seems so difficult for females to blow up in the music industry?
Well, for female blowing up, the thing is, we only have like few females that are like really topping the game in the industry now, and I feel like there's so much expectation from a female, and even some, when they get to a certain level in their career, they just want to like, they don't even want to pursue anymore. They just want to like, because female have been like domesticated. So they just feel like everything ends up in the kitchen, everything ends up at home. They don't want to like push forward. Even the male, they don't want to like give most female like room to like shine and do all those stuffs. So I just feel like there are some female coming up right now, which I am one of them, that we're not going to take no for an answer. We're going to get ours. We're going to break down every door. We are going to make the difference. So whether the gates keep or not, we are going to get ours, and we're going to be at the top.
Which of the Nigerian record labels, whether Nigerian or international, do you think do you wish for? Do you wish to come asking?
I don't know, for rapping, I think I got a thing for Empire.
Empire?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I got a thing for them.
That's international, then Nigeria.
Yes, international. For Nigeria, I'm not sure.
You don't want to get signed to a Nigerian
I'm not
label?
saying that, but it's like I've not really looked into any Nigerian label that I really want to. If I'm looking at the Maven, like they've got a lot of people there. It's a whole lot of people, a whole lot of competition and all that. So I want a label whereby they would like prioritize every artist and not just like focus on one. So any label in Nigeria that is gonna like do that, I'm up for it. You know, let's get the work done. Let's do what we have to do. We never know. You know, they say fear person we never collect. That means you've seen this person blow up. You don't know what the person coming next is. You know, you don't know what they got, and you don't know how far they're gonna go. So
Why YBNL doesn't have a female artist at the moment that's really popping? That was
I love that
or ever. Do you think that your style and your brand suits with what YBNL could like really come up for?
I really love Baddo. I do say it all the time. I'm the female Baddo, little young John,
really?
where I come
I
from.
didn't know that.
Never
I didn't
run
see that.
from.
So that means you would have really wished to get signed to YBNL. So why did you say no Nigerian
I
label?
didn't even think about it. I'm not saying, I said I haven't really thought about like getting signed to a label because I'm so scared, because I've seen what label I've put a lot of people through. So I'm always trying to like be careful, because I don't want to like go through that too. I want to learn from people's mistake. I don't want to like go through it just to, do you understand? So that's why I'm like skeptical about it. But while being there, I think they are good, and I'd love to be a part of it if I have a chance to. Yeah.
Okay. So with what YBNL did with Asake, you really feel like if you get the opportunity, you're blowing up?
Yeah, that's Ashake's one. They don't know what's coming with Rollacoaster. We're coming with a different vibe.
So if you had that call with Olamide right now and he said how much, and he asked you how much do you need to blow up I don't want to sign you, but I just want to help out. How much do you need to get your stuff going?
For a start, let's start with 100 million.
100 million. How would you spend it?
How would I spend it? We're not spending, we're focusing more on the business aspects, right? And we're not like putting everything into it all at once. We're just gonna test the water first with like a 10 million, work on the project, because right now I want to put my EP out, and the reason why I haven't put it out yet is I don't have anything really structured. But I've been with some people that I saw their process and I saw them blow up. So I learned a thing or two about it, their work ethics, and how they like are accountable for the funds and everything, getting like a good team together. So I know we could test the waters first for like 10-20 million.
10-20 million.
Yeah, before we even touch the remaining part and see how that do, because I'm not going to put the money into everything all at once.
Okay. Now, this conversation has always been popping up in the Nigerian social media space, and it's what do women bring to the table? Of course, we're not joining the bandwagon, but then I think I should ask you.
What table are we talking about?
Any type of table.
We need to be more specific.
But precisely the music industry, yeah, of course, because that's what we're about. So, like, what do you think like women bring to the table in the music industry that people are sleeping on?
The divine femininity, because only a woman can be a woman. A man is a man. And the way men relate to each other is quite different with the way women relate to each other. Women, we are naturally like nurturers. What we do is nurture. And I think coming to the music industry, coming with the way we nurture, with the way we watch things grow, is just something that males can do. So that.
Do you think that the men are really scared of like what women can do in the music industry, and then they're just pretending to support women, or they're like genuinely supporting women, hoping that yes, these women make it out or make it in the music industry?
Well, there's a
from your experience.
From my experience, I think there's a male crisis.
What does that mean?
It means the males don't even, it's tough to be a woman, right? And it's tougher to be a man. That's why most men want to become women. But there's a male crisis. Men don't know what to do with women anymore.
Okay.
And like I said earlier, they just feel like they focus more on the roles of women rather than the purpose of women. So like I said earlier, they see women as like a property, something you own, something you want to control, something domesticated, and they feel like we can't be at the top. Males have always had issues with women leading, being at the top and making a difference. So
for the lack of female domination in the music industry, who do you think is to blame? The audience, the industry, or the women themselves?
Blame, that's such a strong word. I won't say it's nobody's fault. It's the social structure. So what I'm gonna say is, when women like finally know their purpose, when they know why they are created, and we know our purpose, which is embedded in God, I don't think we'll need anybody to tell us like this is as how big we can get. We know the sky is the starting point, and we can get to any point we can get. So that's it for me.
Okay. Now, what's that one question that you think I have not asked, but you feel like you wish that I asked it and you really want to give a response to?
Going back to the women matter. Okay, talking about my music, Baddy Girl. I was waiting for you to ask about Baddy Girl and what it meant to me.
Okay.
So that's the one question I've been waiting for you to ask.
Okay, so now I ask the question. Baddy Girl, your song, drop in.
Yeah.
By the time this episode is out, hopefully it's out already.
Yeah.
When is it dropping? Tell us about Baddy Girl. What was the inspiration behind it?
Baddy Girl, It's a lot because so much has been going on, trying to work on it, get it out. But the inspiration behind it is about like women freedom, women liberty, because we've been trying to like control right from time. Because before the roles were clear, like 40, 60 years ago, the roles were clear. The women loved the male because they could provide and they could protect, while the females were loved because they could just take care of the home, take care of the children, keep the home. So since the Second World War, right, and the males had to like go to war, and the females were just there, and they were asked to come work at the factory, make bullets, ammunitions, and all that supply for war. So since then, when the male got back, it's not that the home was just empty alone. The female were missing and they had their job. So since then, the crisis has been ongoing, and it's nobody's fault. It's just the social structure. So now, the male don't even know how to be male again. That's why most male resort to domestic violence, because they don't know how else to be a male, because a woman is working, got the same money, even more than some guys, got a house, got a car, got her own food, everything, literally need a guy for nothing. But, you still need a man at the end of the day, because we complement each other and we are meant to be there for each other, right? So now males are like threatened, their ego have been stepped on because they can't be males again. That's why our grandparents like had low divorce, because even if you want to leave your husband, you have nowhere else to go, because it's your everything. He provides everything. Now that females can get all these things themselves, male don't know what to do again. That's why I said earlier that there's a male crisis. So now, most men resort into domestic violence, just something to make them feel like they're a man. And women too. Some of us don't know our purpose. We just do things, we experiment, and when you don't know a purpose of a thing, abuse is inevitable. So you need to like know your purpose. And how do you know your purpose as a woman? Is in the manual, the word of God, because we're a product of God. He created everybody. So if you really want to know your purpose, is embedded in the scriptures and the word of God. So when you start familiarizing yourself with that, no, you can't even abuse yourself, because if you don't even know what you're meant for, you're going to abuse yourself and put yourself through some things you're not supposed to put yourself through. That's why anybody can tell you who to be, how to be, and where to be. And in the Bible, I've never found a place where he said women submit to men. He said wives should submit to their husband. So when you understand all these things and you begin to like find out your purpose day in, day out, then you can confidently be the woman you're supposed to be, carry yourself with grace, go after your goals. Because in the Bible, if you read the Bible and study the women in the Bible, they were not even in the kitchen cooking. The males, even in the Middle East, there are some instances whereby the women are the one going out to work, and the men have to like stay back in the tent and like watch the treasures and everything, and the women have to go out, shepherd, and do all those stuff. So don't think you need to be cooking or you need to be domesticated. That's what makes you a woman. You need to really, really understand what a woman is. So coming back to Baddy Girl, Baddy Girl isn't just about aesthetic, looking good. I know all this is cool, but who are you? What's your character? What's your goal? What's your purpose? What are you working towards? It's about liberty. Don't let anybody abuse you, and don't abuse yourself. Do something. Live a life of purpose. Live your legacy. That's a life worth living. God definitely put us all here on this earth for something, for a purpose. We are here for a purpose. And we must find that and do that daily.
So you talked about women using the Bible as a guide and a manual for discovering their purpose.
Yeah.
So what happens to the women that are not Christians? That means they will not discover their purpose because they don't read the Bible.
They don't read the Bible. So
yeah,
what?
Because they are like women that don't read it. They are like Muslims women. They are like Muslim women.
They have
like women that don't believe in Allah or Jesus. So how do they discover their
They
own
don't
purpose?
believe in Allah,
Allah
or
or Jesus.
the set principles are universal and application are peculiar. So there are things that you know that it has to do with humanity, it has to do with faith, it has to do with justice. You know what is good and you know what is not good. Nobody needs to tell you that. So the way you apply all these things to yourself, we all use different methods. My own method is subscribing to the Bible, and I will tell you to try that because it has changed my life in ways that I cannot even imagine. So once you know the right things to do and you connect with your creator, trust me, it will always tell you. It will always tell you and show you which way you should go.
All right, just before we call it a rap roller coaster, we're going to play the pick one game. Pick one and give your reasons why. Tiwa Savage or Thames?
Oh, why? Oh my God. Why will you put my two favorites together? Oh my God, I'm so
Pick one and give us your reasons.
Tiwa Savage.
Okay, you go with Tiwa Savage. Why?
Thames.
Okay, you go with Thames.
I was apologizing with
Oh,
Tiwa Savage first.
okay.
But
Why?
Thames.
Why would you pick Thames over Tiwa Savage?
I don't know. There's just this horror about Thames, and I don't know. I feel connected more to Thames.
Okay.
It's just something that I can't put to words about Thames. I'm in love with Thames.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fame or respect?
I love the way she carries herself.
No, fame or respect. I'm asking the next. I'm on to the next now.
Oh my God. Respect any day, anytime.
So you can give up fame for respect.
Yes, I will. I will. I will.
Okay.
I will over and over again.
Okay. Money from music or legacy in music? Think about it.
Oh. Well, I can get money elsewhere.
Okay.
Legacy.
Legacy in music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What would you want your legacy in music to be?
I just want to be like, I want to be remembered as a woman that never kept her mouth shut, a woman that know who she is, and a woman that lived a purposeful life, and a woman that loved hers, loved her home, loved everyone around her. A woman with the spirit of love. Yeah.
Be managed by a man or be managed by a woman? Your manager.
It's so difficult to work with managers, be it female or male. I think I want to work with female. Yeah, okay. A female manager, yeah.
Okay. Win the next rated award, the next rated Hades award, or go viral on TikTok?
Go viral on TikTok.
Why?
I don't know, because I've seen TikTok open so many doors for like people, unimaginable doors. So I feel like there's like a room for so much to happen on TikTok. Like, do you know, go viral on TikTok, have the whole world watching. You never know, you just get that call, girl, I need you in Texas tomorrow, and I'm coming.
Okay. A feature with Burna Boy or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Why? Burna Boy, Odogu himself.
I don't want to say too much on Burna Boy.
Please say, go there. Say what you want to say.
Well, after like the whole issue with the Lambo thing and Sophie thing, I just don't like it when, you know, you can't just like keep quiet about the whole thing. You don't have to like come online and sing about it or do this thing, because you people were like together. So if you're together with someone and you guys have made yourself like happy in some ways, I think respect.
So you think Burna Boy was wrong about
the
singing about it? He would have just let it low?
I don't know. I don't have the whole story, and I believe half of what I hear on social media, but I just feel like I just don't feel good about it, and that's how I feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Be underrated but rich or overrated but broke?
Underrated and rich.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
Nobody wants fame without money, please.
Okay. 1 million loyal female fans or 5 million male fans?
Say that again.
1 million loyal female fans or 5 million loyal male fans?
Oh, both fans are loyal, right?
Yeah, but like you have 1 million of female fans and 5 million of male fans. If you were to pick between, if you blow up today on social media and then one of these, your fan base goes either ways, 1 million loyal female fans or 5 million
5 million male fans,
Really?
loyal fans. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we draw the curtains for this episode of Music Biz Talks with GV, and you already know she goes by the name Rollacoster and I go by the name GVEEH, aka Victor Gekbe. And you can follow us on all social media platforms, Music Biz Talks _GV, GVEEH, or Music Biz Talks _ podcast. And this is where I ask you the last one to pick, and then you give your last words and your social media handles. Now, be known for your voice or your looks.
My voice, because the minute you know my voice, you're going to definitely see what I look like, and the girl is pretty.
Okay, your last words and your social media handle.
Okay, so what I want to say is only ourselves can free ourselves, and we should not enslave ourselves mentally. This is real life. We are all people. We are all equals. No matter what you have, we are all the same, and we are all equal. So let love lead. Be free. Be yourself. Don't let anybody box you in. And the sky is just your starting point. Whatever you want to achieve, you can get it. I'm a believer, and I want you to be a believer too. So my social media handle is Rolla_Coaster on Instagram, ROLLA_COSTER, and on TikTok is the same way, just added 21 at the back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Rollacoster on the Music Biz Talks podcast with GV. Don't forget to pre-save the link to her latest single, Baddy Girl.
Baddy Girl, yes.
Girl, right?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we call it a wrap with the Baddy Girl.
Yeah.
See you in the next episode.
Music Biz Talks.